Oh my God. Are you kidding? How are they supposed to stay on, John? Oops. Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. I feel like this is what it's like to be blind. He just gives me these solar eclipse glasses. I don't really know how I'm going to see darkness through darkness, but no, I don't really like being blind. That's a touchy subject for me. I'm fighting through something. I'm sorry. I almost lost my voice at the home show yesterday, and it's going. That is like my worst fear. It's worse than death for me. It's losing my voice. I've got an audience here, couple of women. They're going to be filming after me, so a couple of stars in the making. So last week I didn't get to talk about the truth versus Alex Jones. Now, I didn't even know, and here I am, like, talk radio my whole life. Didn't know who Alex Jones was way back in the early 2000s, and my best friend's boyfriend watched him. He's like, you ever hear of Alex Jones? He's great. I put him on once. I'm like, what? This guy's like on meth. Are you kidding me? But yeah, you lie enough. That's what I was telling you, John. Watch out. I talked to this Trump supporter this week, and I said, did you ever think he watches OAN? You know how far away you have to be watching that? I said, did you ever think they might be lying? He's like, oh, maybe. Yeah. Do you ever think, like, you know, and listen, because I come from talk radio. When I was on the air, people would say, Trixie, what should I have for dinner? Trixie, where should I raise my children? You're going to trust me with that one? So I told them Northampton and eat the steak. But, so during Alex Jones's testimony, this is for defamation in that Sandy Hook thing. He was saying he had some kind of problems with his larynx, okay? And the parent gave him a cough drop. I would have probably like stuck a razor blade down his throat. But that's what being a Christian is anyway. But, you know, nice people. How the hell could he not feel guilty about saying they were actors? And it's disgusting. But, you know, you're human. You feel bad. The guy was coughing. And he's like, I'm sorry, I have this thing. I need surgery. He's like a narcissist. He wants people to feel bad for him when he's such a jerk on the air. I can't. And what's worse, him or his followers? I don't know. That's what I say about Trump. What's worse, him or the followers? Not you, John. I'm not talking about you. You're nice. I always talk about you when I'm defending Trump supporters. But, you know, not the ones that climb the Capitol. You know, I don't get into traitors. But he blamed the media. I hate it when people blame the media. I really got a problem with that. Because I was part of the media, and I'm good. And also, he's part of the media. So what is he talking about? He apologized. So why can't he be, like, human like that? Like, on his show, he's a maniac trying to sell, like, dick cream to get your penis hard. He's just trying to, like, milk his listeners, you know? I can't stand somebody. They shook his hand. The parent shook his hand. That's good people. He called it a witch hunt.
Did their fingers get hard?
No. He called it a witch hunt. Who does that? I'm wondering. Right out of Trump's playbook. Showed the judge on fire on his show. I mean, this is where it comes from, you know? I keep thinking about, like, back when McCain was running for president and he was at that, I don't know, it was a rally or something. I don't know if it was a rally, but somebody said, well, what are you going to do if we don't have health care? Well, someone screamed, let them all get sick and die. That's like the Republican thing, let them get sick and die. Thank God I live in Massachusetts. Did you nail down the table? Did you feel the earthquake Friday? We had an earthquake over here. We're not used to the earth moving in New England.
My world didn't get rocked.
Did you not feel it?
No.
Did you felt? How could you not feel the earth move? Did you?
No, but somebody at school did. Like another.
Listen. It's like 10:30. I'm just about getting ready to go to my meeting to collect my award again for winning Marketer of the Month. So I'm sitting down in my recliner, all of a sudden shaking on the floor. All the medals that I've won I said, what the hell is this, like Insidious? I thought I was getting caught in like some kind of paranormal activity thing. And, I go to work and they're like, did you feel the earthquake? I knew it was an earthquake. I mean, I'm not involved in earthquakes, but you kind of know when the earth shakes. It's
my
like.
Dog sensed it.
Yeah, my cat was freaking out. I'm like, don't worry, Stevie. It's okay. But, yeah, we might get aftershocks, they said. So that's what I'm saying. This is why I don't want to move to California. What do you do when the earth, like, opens up? There's nowhere we can go. If it's icy, I can stay home. I don't go to work. Thank God we live in Massachusetts. I love it when people are like, I'm moving. You're moving out of Massachusetts? What are you, crazy? Crazy going to Florida? The healthcare sucks. The people are crazy? Forget it. All right. I don't want to talk about anything like depressing, so let's get off the Alex Jones thing. American Horror Story. Okay, Delicate Part 2, just one thing. The line of the show, Anna's being possessed by those 3 witches, okay? Emma Roberts, she's Anna. And she's sitting with Kim Kardashian. I got to tell you, I mean, I'm not really a Kardashian fan, but she is so hysterical. And she's eating... And Kim goes, "Are you eating a bone?" She was. I was like, "Is she eating like a bone?" She was eating a bone. And then she slaps her across the face. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about that. But Vanderpump Rules. Vanderpump Rules. It's getting better. Ariana claims Sandoval doesn't change his socks and underwear for days. Now, that doesn't square with who Tom Sandoval is, because he's like, he puts hairspray on. He shaves his forehead. He's like a girl. It just seems unbelievable to me. He's so fashion conscious. It's like dating a woman. You date him. Why don't you just go with a woman? Sandoval overheard Ariana trying to poach his assistant. She got fired, by the way. I know this. And Ariana, I guess she picked her up. Anne is becoming quite the star on Vanderpump Rules. Schwartz was thinking about having kids. I don't think so. He's a flaming drunk. Don't have kids when you're an alcoholic like that bad. Like blackout drunk. Do not have kids. And James has quit drinking. I love James. And he's got, he was like me. I kind of relate to him. Had a drinking problem, but he's back and forth. It takes a while to quit drinking, He tried to go to AA, but he tried to quit for somebody else. You got to do it for yourself. They had a water tasting. I don't understand. There's different tasting water. I don't get it. But Dana from season 8 was on. I love Dana. She slept with Max. Everyone has slept with Max. Not me, but everyone slept with him. So that's going to jazz up the season, I think. She's bisexual like the rest of these women. Is there any straight women? You guys straight? Is there any straight women? Like totally straight women? Totally straight? Never been with a woman? Wow. They exist. I love it. Yeah, don't go this way. They had water that was like $1,000 a bottle. Can you imagine paying $1,000 for water? It was the only one in California. So... And then they were saying it tasted like well water. What's well water taste like? Different?
Different.
Cleaner.
Depends on the
no Prozac or any kind of... Okay. Because I don't know what I'm tasting when I drink water.
I still wouldn't pay $1,000 for water.
No, that's crazy.
$1,000 for vodka.
Yeah.
Whiskey, though.
Wow.
Whiskey. That was the first thing I ever drank in my life was whiskey. So Ariana was talking about Anne wanting to work for her, Tom's assistant. Sandoval walked in and she called him the attempted dog murderer. So that's like going around like the internet now, is that he's a dog murderer because he locked Ariana's dog in her bedroom. And the thing is, she had some like wooden skewer. Why is she leaving dead food in her bedroom? I don't get it. You should probably like I'm afraid of bugs, deathly afraid of bugs coming in. Like take your food out, and the dog swallowed the skewer. So I don't blame Ariana. Like Tom should have not been in her room, but she was still angry after like all this time. I don't know. Somebody cheats on you. It kind of takes a while to go away, especially with your best friend. But Sandoval accused her of not emptying her litter box for 2 years. I don't think that's possible. I think, first of all, he's a liar. I don't believe anything he says. I mean, then they showed her, they filmed her emptying the cat's litter box like a week ago. And he's like, there's no dead dog. Again, he feels no remorse for the dog swallowing the skewer. So, admit you did something wrong, Tom. He can't admit anything. I feel bad for anybody that goes out with him. And then she goes, never look at me in the eye again, you piece of shit. So, it's getting good. It's getting good. She's like, ruin my life, my home, and then attempt to kill my effing dog. I don't know. Just, I'd say, for herself, just get rid of the anger part because that's not healthy for you to... And you're letting him win by letting him do that to you. I've been cheated. I'm sure everybody's been cheated on. Okay, it's not a good feeling. But, I always say, thank God because it wasn't right. So if somebody cheats on you, just, let it go and you find someone better, My friend used to say there's more trash in the dump, but I don't really like talking about women that way. But there's, a man around the corner. There's another, especially a guy that cheats on you. He's a piece of crap. Who cares? So James actually physically drew a line in the sand like Jesus for Ariana and Tom to be together. And they were turning into animals. She claims that she's the parent of the dog. So now they're going to have a fight over who gets the dog. Well, I know that's like kids, I wouldn't want. It happened to me when I left my girlfriend, and she wanted to go with a man. I'm like, well, that's okay. And I found Moses in the trash, the dumpster, and Moses liked me, but she paid for him because I wasn't like working. I got laid off in radio, and my ex helped me get out of there, and I said I want to take my cat, and she said you can't, and I left him there, and she kept him like to spite me. And then after a while, she's like, oh, that's your cat. And I already got a cat. I'm like, I already got one. I'm only allowed one animal. So now I kind of feel guilty that I never took my cat. God knows what she did to him. I was the nicer one. Worst states to retire in. Can we guess? Number 1, Kentucky. Anywhere in the South or where there's people that don't have teeth, don't go. Number 2, New Mexico. They live in poverty. The seniors live in poverty. Like anywhere in the Northeast, you're fine. Massachusetts is like number 2 in the country for healthcare. Stay here. Stay away from Florida. Number 3 is Rhode Island. What do you mean Rhode Island? Misquamicut Beach is there. You kidding me? They said it's expensive. So what? Why is it expensive? There's a reason. You got that nice beach. You got Taylor Swift living at Watch Hill. Forget it. New Jersey. Yeah, I really wouldn't want to go to New Jersey, to be honest, where the earthquake started. High taxes and expensive toll roads. They tax all pensions. That's a big reason why people leave Mass, too. And Connecticut, there's like a mass exodus. West Virginia, I'm not going to explain why, because you guys get it. Tennessee has high crime rates. Oh, but the elephant sanctuary's down there. Arkansas, poorest quality of life. I mean, come on. Mississippi, we don't need to go there because we all get it. New York is the last state for affordability. I really don't get like New York City. Like, I know it's the city that never sleeps, but like I need some peace and quiet, and there's like trash guys all around at 4 a.m. When do they sleep? You need sleep. You got to have sleep. I know that it's like a lot of fun. I would go there to hang out, but then I know somebody that lived there and they're like, it's so lonely. I'm like, what do you mean it's lonely with all those people? Yeah, no one talks to you. I hate that. Do you ever like go in an elevator? I always talk to everybody that walks by. I'm in the woods. I talk to people. You always say hi to people. The bird flu is coming to get us. Did you hear that? It already got a cow or a goat or something. Someone's going to have sex with a goat and then it's going to go to us. Lovely.
What do you think of those cicadas?
Don't show me pictures of bugs, John. I have nightmares about it. I had a nightmare. Listen to this one. I had a nightmare that it was Trump winning the election and everybody was getting shot. He says he wants to shot people for shoplifting, shoot people running across the border. And I just remember Aaron Rodgers was like, come on, come with me. Aaron Rodgers, why am I dreaming? We're holding hands. I don't want to hold his hand. I'm gay. Anyway, and then he left me once I brought him somewhere. So he deserted me. And then this lady goes, no, this way. And then she gets shot. And I'm like, oh, my God. So I was talking to my friend Kathy. She's like, I'll come get you. And I'm like, no, they're going to shoot you. And she comes anyway because she tracked me on my phone. And then she hid me in her Lexus. And I'm good. So I survived Trump. Thank God. I hope that doesn't come true. But he might. Everybody says, no, he's not going to be president. Okay. Meditation. I'm sorry I have such low energy right now. Meditation can have dangerous effects on mental health. Of course. It's too calming. It's not good not to yell all the time. So they have this podcast, Untold, the Retreat. It's a podcast series from the Financial Times. This was a certain meditation practice used on this retreat. You have strict schedule. They take your phones. I mean, I don't care about that stuff. You wake up before dawn. Sorry, no, I don't think so. And meditate silently for 10 days. What? You don't talk? No Bravo? Are you crazy? No Jimmy Kimmel? Plus eating 2 vegan meals. I'm going to lose my voice. 2 vegan meals a day. I'd rather die. I don't think so. Me eating vegetables. So they tell the story of people who had mental decline after they did this. Now, not everybody does. There's a lot of people who swear by. I'm not saying anything bad about meditating. Some spent time in a psychiatric unit. 2 participants killed themselves. Maybe they shouldn't have gone there. Maybe they had mental health problems to begin with. I don't know. But, I mean, wow. So they tell you to keep meditating, quote, even if you're in severe emotional distress, she told NPR. I don't know. You spend a few days focusing. You are one with your body. I mean, I don't even know if I can understand. And then they focus on other areas. But waking up at 4 a.m., I don't think so. I did that when I was doing the morning show, and I just I'm waking up, I'm driving to work when it's dark. It just messed me up, But I can't live without Jimmy Kimmel, so sorry. So According to Marriage, psychosis is common, so are hallucinations, physical pain. A young woman describes it as being stuck in a torture chamber in her mind. I just don't think these people are perfect for meditation, and plus I don't like you got to sit there with your legs crossed. That's not good if you have back problems either. One guy said he would rather saw off his own arm than go back to that mental headspace. I mean, you know what? You got to like being in your own head, though. I think if you're a decent person, you don't hurt people, because you don't know how murderers think in their head. I can't imagine being inside Donald Trump's head. But I don't know if he has a conscience either. One man in Britain was escorted out of the center in handcuffs by police. There are people leaving these centers and heading to psychiatric units. Lovely. So, all right, enough of that. I don't want to get too much on. You know how I am. I can't talk about too much on one subject. They tell you, though, if you leave early, you're gaslighted, and you're like, you have to hand in your keys and all that, but they make you feel guilty if you walk out. So, Truth Social, it's losing all this money. John?
Yeah.
The stock plunged. You buy the Bible?
It's on the way.
Oh, I told you I was going to give you one for free. Are you kidding me or what?
I'm still waiting.
Yeah, he probably won't send it. I don't know. Trump's gag order expanded to the judge's family. He's going after the judge's daughter. You like this man. John, you would never do this. They posted the $175 million bond. He owes somebody. He's going to owe somebody, the billionaire who bailed him out. So I think he wants to buy his properties. That's what he'll get, right? If he doesn't get the money back.
Well, hypothetically.
Sex therapist. Ready? Why couples fall out of love. 3 ways to get it back. The beginning is the best. I love the beginning. Don't you guys? When you get all, I don't know, fluttered and you why are you laughing? I know you're beyond it. You don't even know when your wife is going to California. I ask you, do you know yet?
After next.
When?
Week after next.
Okay. I asked you 3 times, you didn't know. I love the honeymoon phase, the rush of dopamine that goes through your brain. It's like exercise or eating chocolate, one or the other. They say it fades within 6 months to a year. How are you supposed to keep that? I think because you're on your best behavior in the beginning and you try really hard to impress the girl, and then you kind of, I got her. And you got to kind of try to keep earning her and not take her for granted. I think that's huge. I really do. You have to have, I don't know, date nights and stuff. And having kids doesn't help. Having them sleep in the bed does not help. But you also have to be bored, which I don't like. You got to be bored. I mean, what's that mean? Sit and don't talk? I don't know. But listen, I like the beginning. I know there's something good about being comfortable with somebody, but no sex, that's the end. They said sex is not the problem. I think that's part of a bigger problem if you don't want to have sex with someone. They're doing something wrong, right? I think you got to honor them and keep them, what? You still doing it, John? Earn their affection, be supportive. It starts in your head. I really think your orgasm's in your head. You know what I mean? Plan vacations, date nights, do things spontaneous. I'm very spontaneous. That's one good thing about me. Surprising. Well, yeah, but I'm not good in relationships. You have to feel sexy with yourself. Conflicts, and it's the way you fight too. If you oh man, I know a couple, they're so bad when they fight. You can't do that because that stays in your head. If somebody hits you, it goes away. The bruise goes away. But if somebody emotionally abuses you when you're fighting, then you do not. When you make up, you still think about this person said this, not good. But the make-up sex is good, right? So how do you get it back? You create a foundation of friendship. What? You gotta be friends? I can't do it. I can't have sex with my friends. Love is not enough. We all know this. They say it's normal to fall in and out of love. Be playful and have fun. That's the secret. I don't know. Friends. Fun activities. Go back to the things that made you fall in love. Okay, that makes sense. Make daily dates a priority. Put your phone down. Did you ever hang out with someone that's just constantly looking at their phone? There's nothing more boring than that. All right, I'm done. I can't really. It's 19 minutes. They already stopped watching because they got attention deficit disorder. Thanks, you guys, for watching. It's been over a year. You stuck with me. Email me, TRIXXI'Podcast@gmail.com. My voice lasted. Thank you, God. Love you. See you again next week.